Good morning, everyone. It's Bobby at the Paper Jungle. I almost said Bloomin' Hearts. I wanted to show you a card that I made last night. It's a really pretty little card. I used the brick embossing folder, and I just drug over it with the white, Whisper White ink pad. And then I cut out some flowers and leaves with the Flourish Thinlits. And I made a little trellis out of the Swirly Scribbles Die. And then I used lots of labels. And this is the, what's the name of that? Brushwork Alphabet. I wanted to put always remember, and I couldn't find words small enough to fit on this label. So I printed this part and I left the A and the R off, and I printed it on my computer, and then I stamped the A and the R with the alphabet and just added 3 little dies, and then I put it on Whisper White, and on the inside I have I love you, so the sentiment is always remember I love you. And I did a little, this is a piece of Watermelon Wonder scrap, and I used a little itty bitty heart punch and put some clear embossing powder on it, so it makes it real sparkly. Now I had put this on a Watermelon Wonder base last night, and I thought I liked it till I got up this morning, and I didn't like it so much, so I took it off and put it on white, and I like it better that way. So the one we're going to make today is using Soft Sky and Crumb Cake. And I have the Soft Sky cut at 5.5 by 8.5, and then scored and folded at 4 1/4. The Crumb Cake is at 5 1/4 by 4. And I have gone over it lightly with the white, but I didn't put as much white on it as the other one. Then I have a piece, the only reason I did the white on it this time was because I wanted this piece to stand out a little bit, and it didn't stand out too much, so I took the Crumb Cake ink and just kind of brushed over it a little bit. So I want to adhere that down with some glue dots. And then I'll trim it off. And it just makes a little trellis, and that way you can tuck the flowers in behind it. So I'm just going to put glue dots where these pieces cross each other so I can kind of hide them. One can go right there. And probably right here. Oops, that didn't come off. There we go. Well, it wants to stick to me for some reason. There. Well, little turkey. And then we'll put one over here. Right there. Okay, now we'll put this about like so, and then I'll just trim it off. Okay, and by the time we get the flowers and the leaves all put back in it, then it'll be fine. I'll go ahead and adhere this to the inside, so it's not in the way. So this just goes on the inside of the Soft Sky, and it's the same as the other one. It just says I love you with a little embossed heart. Whenever I have scraps and stuff left, sometimes I'll rather than throw them out, I'll go through with the little bitty punches or some small dies, and I'll do little die cuts and stuff and just lay them aside, and then when I want them, they're there. So it's kind of a time saver. Okay, and on the flowers for this one, I did Soft Sky, and I think this is Perfect Plum. They're wanting to all tangle up on me. So those are the ones I've done on this one. And then I just cut out some extra leaves, and I did go over them with a wink of Stella, just to give them a little sparkle. And I'm going to use the Tombow for this. It'll work just fine. And we can put this up under here. I don't want to put it all the way to the end because I want it to be a little bit loose so it's flowing like a real flower. I hope that's not going to hang off too far. Yeah, let me move it down just a hair. I don't want it to stick up too far. We'll put it down like, I want it to be up to the edge anyway. Yeah, about like that. Okay. And we're going to put some leaves in there so nothing's going to show. And then this little piece. And we'll put this up this way. And where's my other one? Oh, right in front of my face. Sometimes you can't see it for looking, right? And we'll put this one down. Kind of angle it over towards the side a little bit so we don't cover up the blue. Okay, now we'll take these little leaves and just add them in. And it kind of helps anchor down your trellis. This is the back side. I don't want it here down the wink of Stella side now. Okay, we'll put this one over here, and we'll put one up towards, that's the front, towards the top. It'll help hold the trellis down so we don't have a lot of glue up under there. Okay, so then this is going to go on the base card. I might ought to use something different since this is embossed, but for the sake of the video, we'll do it this way. So there is that. And then, on the sentiment, oh, I've still got, oh, I didn't have enough adhesive on this. I guess it came right off. Let me put it back on there. There. Okay, for the sentiment. Oh, and I didn't cut it in. Let me go cut another one of those real quick. I cut the wrong color. I cut the Watermelon Wonder. Get my die real quick and I'll cut it. 1, 2, 3. It was the fourth one in the set. Sorry about that. Yep, it's that one. It'll just take me a second to cut it. Okay, sorry about that. I thought I had everything in here. I invariably do that. I have the wrong thing. Okay, so these are exactly the same size. So what I did was I took my A and my R and I stamped these on here. And I put them on different sides so I don't smear it. And the R, let's hope I don't get my head in here, for remember, will fit right in there and you can look right through the stamp and make sure you get it right where you want it, because it's the clear stamp. And then we'll turn it over and get the A. And I want it to be about like so. Okay, always remember, it says. I'll clean those off here in a minute. So what I did was I took, you can use your paper cutter or your scissors, whichever, and this first little notch here, I just trimmed it off straight across. And then I did the same thing at the bottom. Just straight across. And then it'll lay over your colored piece and the ends will match up perfectly, but you'll have a little border at the top and the bottom. So we'll use some snail and put those together. And then we'll use dimensionals to pop that up. I'm going to use 4 to make sure it don't get smushed. And that'll go right over here. And then we'll get 3 of these little candy dots, or I always call them that, but I know that's not what they are. They are called, and I don't know if this is thin enough to get up under there and get the glue. I should have brought my little pokey tool. And we'll put 3 of the little metal embellishments, I think they call them. I always call them candy dots. I have to rename everything, you know. And we'll put one right here. The glue came out from underneath that one a little bit. Okay, and one more. Gosh, they're hard to get a hold of with this. I'll remember next time. Okay, so there it is. Always remember, I love you. Isn't that pretty? It's just real different. And then here's the one with the Watermelon Wonder, and it's opening from the side. So I hope you like this video. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, be sure you do that so you won't miss any future videos. There's lots more coming up. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.